Hello, welcome to my garage. Today's video is the story of how my dental appointment landed me with a visit to the ER. Excuse my half chipmunk face. So, I guess let's rewind a couple days here. So, update on the tooth situation. My tooth was just feeling like sensitive to hot and cold, like nothing too bad after I got my filling the other day. But then comes like 2 days after my filming and I started getting a really bad toothache, and then like a couple hours in and it was like excruciatingly painful. And so all week long I've been taking Advil mixed with Tylenol and I've been in excruciating pain, like literally 16 out of 10 pain. Like worst pain I've ever experienced in my entire life. I sat there on the couch screaming at the top of my lungs just because the pain literally would not go away. Even with maximum dose of Tylenol and Advil, I was screaming my face off. So then I had to get a prescription for something called Tramadol, which is a different kind of painkiller that acts in a different way. And even with all of those three together, I still was in writhing pain. So tomorrow, finally, I have another dentist appointment and I'm getting that tooth root canaled. And I've never been so excited to get a needle in my life. Like, finally, when I get that needle put in my gums, the pain is going to go away. It hurts so bad. Like, honestly, I can't sleep. Like, it hurts so bad. It's hurting all the teeth that are, like, close to it. It's just the absolute worst. So, yes, I'm so excited. A root canal is going to be so expensive, and I did not have the money for that, but I can't live with this kind of pain, so root canal tomorrow. So, essentially, I had a dentist appointment last week, and I ended up getting a filling, and on my way out the door, the dentist was like, oh, there's like an 80% chance that this tooth is going to need a root canal, and I was like, oh, okay. And I was like a little disappointed that they told me this at the end of my appointment, because I figured that I'd have to pay for my filling twice, but they said that I don't actually have to pay for my filling twice because they just did it, so that's awesome. But anyways, so he's like, okay, on the 2nd, when you're supposed to be coming in to get your bonding done, if that tooth has been flaring up, we'll do a root canal. So, I don't know how well you guys know me, but I'm not much of a drinker, but I am in so much pain that I am literally going to drink a shot of this Gibson's Finest whiskey and try and get rid of the dental pain the old school way. So they used to literally, in my knowledge, give people like a cup of whiskey and they would drink the whiskey and then they would just rip their teeth out with pliers. Now, I'm not going to be ripping out my teeth with pliers, but trust me when I say I have definitely thought about, like, I just want to cry lately, but I just know that won't actually get rid of the pain. But that's all I've been doing lately is just being in pain. I'm over it. I've never been so excited for a needle. Like tomorrow, they're gonna stab me with that needle and hopefully all the pain is gonna go away immediately. Ow, it hurts so bad. Like 10 minutes ago, I accidentally bit into it. Like, just accidentally tapping the tooth so lightly makes my entire face just throb. I want to die. Oh my god. Like, I swear it would be less painful if I cut off my entire arm. I've thought about that too, but it won't help it. Ah! Okay. I don't even know if we have any shot glasses because I don't normally drink. My aunt and uncle were just here and they left this when they left, so that's why we have this big giant bottle of whiskey. Ow. I found like a mini red Solo cup, so I guess I'll take it out of there. I hate it so much, I don't even... No, I'm not going to smell it first, or I won't even take it at all. I need something to take after it, though, because I will literally feel like I'm going to puke. Oh, can you see that this is actually it? Yeah, okay, gross. Maybe, are you allowed to even drink on YouTube? I kept hearing Emma Chamberlain saying, like, oh, this ingredient, I'm not allowed to mention what it is. Or is she just not legal drinking age? I think it's maybe that one. Ow, 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 it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And I am legal drinking age, just so you know. I just don't like to drink. I found lemon juice. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Ow, it makes all of my other teeth hurt too. I was looking this up and it's called referred pain, but like all of my other teeth hurt now because of this one stupid tooth. I don't hate it. I hate it. Makes me want to die. Okay, lemon juice. I need like a lot because this is going to be disgusting. Yuck. Ew, I don't want to do this. I hate it. I don't like to spin it again. Oh wow, there's a really pretty bird in my backyard. Oh, and a squirrel. Cute. You can see the squirrel running away? Bye, squirrel. I don't know if you can see the bird, but it's right there. Pretty small. Hi. I promise that my content is going to be better than this going forward. I've just been in way too much pain this week to actually film anything good for you guys. How long does it take for a shot to take effect? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. 1, 2, 3. No, I can't do it. Oh my god. I am a chicken. Okay, maybe now that I changed hands so that I have the whiskey in this hand and lemon juice in this hand, now it'll be easier somehow. Don't know why. Ow, it just hurts. I want it to stop, but I don't want to drink this because it tastes like grossness, I'm sure. Okay, 1. This is lemon juice. I'm afraid to smell the whiskey. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, it was awful. Okay, I need the water. It burns. Ah! That was gross. Okay, I hate my life. I'll check back in a little bit to tell you if it worked or not. Okay, but like the whiskey burned and I could taste it the second it went in my mouth, and then the lemon juice helped a bit, but it tastes like mold. I'm gonna go look at my garden and try and distract myself. Garden time? Mr. Chu? Do you want a carrot? Do you want to go to the garden? Oh, were you napping? Were you napping, my girl? So I'm about to show you my biggest watermelon, which I'm super excited about because I've never had watermelons work ever, and I've been trying to grow watermelons my entire life. So here's where we're at. My biggest one, and it's honestly like smaller than the size of a plum, but at least it looks like a watermelon. It probably won't end up becoming a fruit, but it's the biggest I've ever got, so I'm super excited. And then I have this one as well. It's about the size of a cherry. So a little update, I'm still in extreme pain, or I should say rather I'm in extreme pain again because it did kind of calm down for a little while. But I'm now in mental anguish because my dentist office just called me and they said, we're not going to charge you for the cost of the filling that we just did, which was kind of one of my worries, so that's good. When they redo the filling, because they're going to have to redo it when they do the root canal. But the root canal itself is $1,400 and some odd dollars. That's how I feel about that. Oh my god, it literally hurts so bad. It's been throbbing for hours. How can one single tooth hurt so bad? It feels like it's going to explode. Ow. So, I just woke up and I have my root canal this morning. My entire face is swollen. I was in so much pain yesterday from 4 o'clock until 3 in the morning that I just like sat there screaming. Like the actual worst. So I'm surprised I even fell asleep. It was like so painful that I couldn't even exist. But I eventually fell asleep at around 3 o'clock until 6. So that's something. Can you tell how swollen my face is here? And my face. So I'm back for my root canal. I just got my needles and they gave me a juice box to get my blood sugars up. And now I wait. We just did a little x-ray. So we did 3 needles and it's been like 5 minutes. But it still doesn't feel numb. In so much pain. I don't know why it hurts so much worse, but I'm in extreme pain, so I'm going in an ambulance to the hospital.
Hi, I'll take a chart.
Wow, did today ever not go as planned? I thought that I was going to go to the dentist, and as soon as I got that needle, it would put me out of my pain. I ended up being 20 times worse pain, going to the hospital, getting set up on an IV. I got 4 IVs today. Hopefully the pain will start to subside. The root canal didn't even get finished. None of the freezing was taking at the dentist, so I ended up having about 12 needles, I think. And almost every single one of the needles hurt so bad, like I screamed, I was waiting to cry. And then as soon as we finished up cleaning out the root canals, I was just like rocking back and forth screaming in the dentist chair because I was in so much pain. My entire face is swelled up. I think it's starting to come down now from all of the things they gave me. They gave me 2 IVs, or 3 IVs of salt water, and 1 of something called Toradol, which is an anti-inflammatory, and 1 of some kind of mycin, what was it called? I have the paper here. So it's called clindamycin, and it's an antibiotic, and it's supposed to help clean up the infection in my jaw. And then I have to come back at 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. to get it done again. I feel like you can tell better on video, especially at this angle. I look like a potato. Went to the dentist appointment today, naively thinking that 1 little shot, as soon as he were to stab me in the gums to give me the freezing, I thought that that was going to make all of my pain go away and that this root canal would be a relief from there. Boy, was I ever wrong-o. So, essentially, I woke up basically like this, with my face all swollen and an abscess. I can't even open my mouth, but like an abscess back where the tooth that I just had a filling on last week. And I was in less pain this morning than I was last night, so I feel like the infection had probably like finally escaped my tooth, and so it was feeling a tiny bit of relief. But because of the infection, apparently infections are super acidic, so then when they try and numb you with the needle, it doesn't actually work. So I ended up getting like 13 needles today, and like 7 of them hurt so bad. Like I literally was like, screaming and crying. And dental work usually doesn't hurt that much. It's usually just like the needle hurts a tiny bit, and then everything else is fine because you're numb. Well, I wasn't going numb today because of all of the infection. So they just kept doing needle after needle after needle, and it hurt so bad. And then they did an entire root canal, and I basically wasn't numb for like 90% of the root canal. I was in so much pain. By the time they were done, he ended up having to stop because my face was just like swelling up and I was in so much pain. And then I was in so much pain by the time he ended up finishing off what we were doing for today that I was like rocking back and forth, crying, screaming. He ended up calling a taxi for me, and then he called an ambulance, and then the ambulance wasn't coming fast enough, so he drove me himself to the ER at the hospital. And I was like screaming and crying, and he was trying to get me in faster, and it just wasn't working, obviously. And they ended up hooking me up to an IV and giving me Toradol and clindamycin, and that is an anti-inflammatory and a antibiotic. And the IV kind of hurt, but I'd already had like 13 needles this morning, and it was nothing compared to all the pain that I've been feeling because of this. But yeah, it's still extremely painful. I have to go back to the hospital every 8 hours, so at 8 p.m. and then 6 a.m. and then 1 p.m. and then I have to see a doctor again, and I'll be put on like antibiotics that I eat, but for now I'm just going to be getting them from the IV for a few days. It was not fun at all, but yeah, shout out to my dentist for being awesome. Like, he literally dropped everything that he was doing and drove me personally in his car to the hospital, and then he got my number and texted me to make sure that I was all right, and told me to text him to like update him and see how I'm doing and what they do at the hospital and all of that. So I'm like, I feel like that is above and beyond. This is the same dentist that called me after my appointment the other day to see how I was feeling, and I've never had a dentist go like that far above and beyond. So I thought that was cute, and definitely like doing a super great job. Even though I'm in so much pain, and that was the most painful experience I've ever had at the dentist. Like, I never had a dental phobia before this, but now I'm going to be so afraid of literally everything. So, now I'm just dying, so I'm going to take a nap. I have this lovely thing that, this reminds me of what they put on pears at the supermarket, but it's going over top of my IV in here. Not gonna pull that out because that'd be gross. So, not showing you guys that. And then I have my hospital band. I don't think it says anything too specific, hopefully. But yeah, there's that. I told my babies to come in and have a nap. So, I have my 2 babies napping with me. I don't know why I feel so awful right now. Like, I feel like throwing up, which that's why I didn't want any tramadol, and I thought that's what the doctor was going to be giving me intravenously, and I was like, oh no, this is going to make me so sick. But Toradol is NSAID, so it's like anti-inflammatory, and it worked within like 10 minutes, but it didn't get rid of the swelling per se, it just got rid of a lot of the pain, because I was in searing pain. But yeah, now I feel super sick, and I feel sick whenever I take any medication, but I also know that antibiotics are supposed to make you feel sick too, so good and fresh and fun. So I just woke up from my nap a little bit ago. It is 7:11 right now. I'm supposed to be back at the hospital for 8 for another dose of my IV. I'm in extreme pain, so I'm looking forward to that again. Oh my god. Ow. Oh, I'm also freezing. I should probably mention that. I don't know if that means I'm developing a fever, but freezing cold. So, unlike last night, I find that this ice pack actually kind of helps bring the pain down from like an 8 to a 7. Last night it wasn't doing anything at all. And that was with all the painkillers. So I guess this is progress. So, I'm just on my way to the hospital for round 2 of antibiotics and anti-inflammatories, Toradol and clindamycin. Mother dear is driving me. Hello? So I'm just in some fast track for my IV drip. Fun times.
That's the face she does when she's not post.
my god, my hair. So I just left round 2 of IV therapy at the hospital, but the other girl sitting in front of me as I was getting my IV had her leg amputated from the calf down, and another girl was screaming in pain because she got bitten. Well, I just left around a Jillian at the hospital. I don't even remember how many times I've been now. They made me like sign some papers saying that I'm going to be paying for this. I don't understand because I'm Canadian and our healthcare is supposed to be free. So that was fun, and now I feel super sick. And my superstar mother has been going non-stop driving me to the hospital. She's actually a supermodel. She's a celebrity. Mom, are you so famous?
Oh yes, so famous.
So I just got reassessed by the doctor, and I have to come back every 8 hours for IV therapy of the antibiotics, and I think the painkiller still until Saturday. It's Thursday today, so that's lovely. When you come back every 8 hours, there's like no time to do anything else other than go home and then come right back. Okay, well, I'm just leaving the hospital, and to me it was super bad news. I was supposed to be, or I thought I was going to be getting like an oral prescription of antibiotics today, and that today was going to be my last round of IV therapy. But instead, it looks like I'm going to be getting IV therapy every 8 hours until Saturday afternoon. And as well as that, I'm no longer getting any painkillers. I just have to continue returning for the antibiotics 3 times a day, which really sucks because my mom's been driving me and she works full time and also has to drive other people other places, so that's just awful. And I've had to sign a couple sheets saying that I don't have any health coverage and that they're going to bill me for my entire time in the hospital. So that's great. Even Grand Prairie has a Rainbow Street now. I do believe that they opened a Starbucks on this side of town though, and so I'm going to be treating myself to Starbucks if they did indeed have one over here, because I haven't had Starbucks in like 6 months. Okay, well, since I just so happen to be in the neighborhood, this is my old elementary school. The little playground there. And the school is just a small white building. And then I used to live just about 2 blocks over there, and that was the house that I grew up in for the most part. Memories! I used to play California kickball out on this field. Okay, I just had to cross the scariest intersection. Only in Grand Prairie would an intersection like this not have lights. It's like a 6-lane freeway. I also spotted this Subway, and I would love to eat it, but I don't think I could if I tried. Oh, that's so sad, because I'm so hungry right now. And Subway would be so good, but I can't chew anything. Alright, I found the Starbucks. So I found the Starbucks, and it turns out it's pumpkin spice latte season, so I'm getting that. Conspiracy no more, they spelled my name right. So weird, because growing up here, everything behind me was just field. That's it. It's also incredibly annoying walking on this street because every block, the sidewalks alternate. Like, there's no more sidewalk on this side, so I have to cross the street for like the 7th time. So I just stopped at the store to grab some Tylenol because the doctor's not going to be giving me any more painkiller. And for some reason, the Tylenol Extra Strength 24 caplets was the exact same price as the Tylenol regular strength 24 caplets, when that's literally twice the amount of product. Doesn't make any sense. I also decided to get some of these scratch and win tickets. My dad used to always buy scratch and wins. I never buy them, but I decided since I'm having such a lovely time, maybe I'll win thousands of dollars to pay for my medical bill. So I got Prize, Piggy, and Woof Woof. And yes, I definitely chose them 100% because of the pictures in the name. I don't think that wins anything. Let's see the bonus. Thanks for playing. Oh hey, I won $2. Yeah, I won another $2. That's cool. $4. I won my money. Oh, no, these only cost $1. So I won more than my money back. Well, that's cool. I already won $4. So apparently you scratch all these puppies at the top. And if they match any of these games, then you win the prize. This is where I'm at so far. Alright, update. Here's where I'm at now. I just have the toy drop one left, so this one there. And it looks like I'm gonna win something here. Alright, let's see what the prizes are. What's the lowest prize? But let's see what I won. Let me guess, $2. $5. Yay, well that means I spent $7 on tickets and I won $9 in tickets back. So that means that I won some money. I won everything back that I spent. So I'm about to head to the hospital for another round of clindamycin antibiotics. I'm not getting any painkiller. I haven't taken any Tylenol or anything since, but I'm not in a ton of pain, just a little bit if I accidentally bite down on that tooth. The swelling doesn't look like it's gone down a lot, but I feel like from the inside I can move my mouth a lot more and it's not so like locked shut. So it does feel like there's definitely some improvement going on. But yeah, it took me just over an hour and a half to walk home. So hopefully I don't have to walk anymore. But yeah, going back to the hospital. All that being said, I am going to end this video here because this video is getting super duper long and I'm sure you guys are done seeing me whine and complain and sit in hospital chairs being attached to an IV and being at the dentist and all of this painful, lovely stuff. So if you guys like this video for some weird reason because you get pleasure in my pain, make sure to give it a great big thumbs up. Comment down below. I don't know why or what you'd comment, but wish me the very best. And I will give you guys an update and hopefully be back to filming regular videos soon. Love you the most, and as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and as always, even if you have an abscess and a giant swollen face, stay sparkly. Bye, guys.